Let's see where that went wrong. I'm playing already? Okay. That's nice, Alexei Domchev. Already played some games for Heiken. Also on the drafts here. So his name is open, more or less. Still have one rating point more after this loss. Let's see what we can make. Can take this advantage here. I'd like to play something more interesting. Let's play carefully. Maybe you want to play some anti-drafts. It's an interesting variation of the game. Well, I did it. I have played. We can play some games later, yes. I think I know a little bit how to play. It has its own strategy as well, of course. But let's first try this. Hi, Archange. Good evening. I think I have to continue here. Could try to wait a bit longer. Don't want to exchange just yet. Can even go to 22. Also quite bold, but possible. Maybe it's most interesting. Let's try. Because here I will take this 4 post at some point. If he goes here, I will just wait and wait and wait. This could be a kind of a threat. On the other hand, white should also be quite certain that it's a good move. Can go up as well. But I would rather wait a bit. just to keep the tension. Maybe wait for some kind of weakening moves from his side. And this could be one moment where it makes a bit of extra sense because then I'm threatening. Yeah. Let's do that. What's nice for White that he developed a piece on 36, but he still has a piece on 46. So doesn't mean all is well. You could try still to set up a surrounding, but doesn't. Now the question is, should I move this piece away, not to allow 3024? Probably I can allow that, because if he gets to 24 and makes his position less flexible and stuff. Comes the attack, can go backwards, though it's a bit early. Hard to say what is the best, but let's just stay on 27 for a while. Don't really want to move to 36, so that means I guess I have to go for this 2 for 2. If he attacks me twice again. Did you learn some openings very deep, for example to move 15? Yes, in some openings this is important. Yeah, it depends a bit on the opening, but especially if the position is very sharp, where every move matters, it's important to know yeah, what all the right moves. And this can be until beginning of the middle game or the middle game sometimes. For example, in the Keller variation, still after move 15 there are many yeah, variations you should know. But if the opening is a bit more open, then there's not much to remember, to memorize. And it's rather about general strategic features, like it's good to keep your pieces in the center, to develop weak pieces, can be everything here. And to gain initiative in the center, try to take advantage of weak pieces of your opponent. Stuff like that. I'm glad you started doing stream again. Yes, I'm really trying to find the time. I should develop some of my pieces here. It is a better position for black, but whether it will be really enough for a win, we'll see. At some point I could try to play here on 20 to play against these two pieces. But for now, let's try to get to 27. At least as soon as white gets to 32. Even if I don't play to 20, these pieces are a bit offside, you could say. Alright, now I wanted to go to 27. Even 2 for 2 could be serious, because he still has all those edge pieces. But maybe a bit too simple. Yeah, let's go. And the question is, should I play this subtly, more subtle, or more blunt? Blunt would be like this, but I don't think it will really help me. Or is there... I see some variations that are interesting to check. Let's try, let's see how far I can go with only these few pieces ahead. And keeping my defense intact. Here now white gains these stamps. Probably white will be able to do something. And my calculation went like this. Change. And then I get 28 again, and if he goes here, I have a similar sacrifices in my first game. But I don't know, for example, what will happen if he goes 38, 32. But then at least I can try to go here again. So let's see. Already this move. Threatening more or less. To play like that. Now I prepare a little trap. If he goes here, I can make a combination, right? 410, 29, 1924. I hope it's correct. I guess it's correct. I can still play 2 for 2, but my position will remain much better. Does he have alternatives? Not really. Could play. Yeah, you cannot play here, so that's quite important. Goes for it, but here I am, right? Nice combination. Kind of Dutch we call it lock set to lure your opponent. Now it's 4 against 4, should be winning. So if he takes me back, I have the opposition. Alright, GG, that was a fun game still. Let's move to the analysis. I found that 2 for 2 exchange was simpler, but she seemed to prefer to keep the center. Yes, I always try to remain at 27 as long as possible. A nice trap, yes. Yes, well, not difficult, of course, but if you play such a game and then in practice, these things might happen if you just don't check well enough, or you think you surprise your opponent. Always have to check one move deeper. Yeah, it's true. Here it is possible to change backwards already, but yeah, that would leave him with still many pieces, and still he can build up a solid position. And if he has less pieces, like here, it's harder for him to build a solid position now. For me, it's easier to control these squares. So yeah, here was a choice whether to wait or to go like this, and it turned out really well. Yeah, he can play any exchange, but anyway, it will be better for me. So I beat dammen. Dammen is Dutch for draft, so you can say that I beat the game somehow. Yeah, this could also be a move. I think this turned out to be wrong. 34, 29, 12, 17. Because of this. Because this was not possible, simply. So white has to move either something like this or 2 for 2, but it leaves a big hole in the center. Now I guess I will just slowly move to 27. Or in another way, somehow try to get a breakthrough. Okay, get back to the arena.